The new movie is called I'm So Excited, and it's, I guess the best would say a bit of madcap comedy, which is very different from, the last few movies, The Skin I Live In and Broken Embraces.
Yeah, it's almost the opposite.
Yes. Well, how did you come up with this idea, and sort of why sort of this more lighthearted comedy now?
Well, I start at the beginning writing just for fun, because sometimes I do that. I mean, I'm alone at home, and then the best way for me to get, perhaps I'm a very weird guy, is just I start writing something just for fun. I mean, something outrageous, and without the responsibility of being one character or one story, just a kind of freedom exercise. So that's how the first 20 pages of this script arrived to my desk.
In terms of, sex is a big part of your various movies, and sort of blending the traditional and the transgressive in throughout your career. What is? I mean, part of it is sort of your upbringing and the influences you have. But I'm just wondering how you sort of come up with that mix, and what you were trying to do in this movie when you're dealing with sex.
In this precise movie. Bueno, sí, es verdad, como has dicho, que en mis películas yo no tengo la sensación de transgresión, pero sí es cierto que en todas mis películas, desde la primera, los personajes tienen una enorme autonomía moral que incluye, desde luego, una sexualidad libre y totalmente personal.
So I think, yes, you're right, that it's not that I'm aiming to be transgressive, but in fact sex has a large role in my films, and I think it comes from this kind of moral autonomy that I like to give my characters, where they get to decide how they're going to live their lives.
En este caso, el sexo es por un lado, una gran liberación para los personajes que viven en una situación de verdadera tensión, porque tienen un problema técnico muy serio.
In this case, sex is really a freeing, a liberating factor, because the characters are living through a very tense situation on the plane.
Y además de esta liberación, también supone, por otro lado, celebrar, yo creo que uno de los más grandes regalos que nos ha hecho nuestra naturaleza, que es la sexualidad.
And I think this liberation also is there to celebrate one of the greatest gifts, I think, that human nature gives us, which is our sexuality.
Music is a very important part, from the boleros you used in your early movies to, in this movie, I'm So Excited is the title, and it's a Pointer Sisters song. How did you decide to use I'm So Excited in this movie?
Yeah, well, since the beginning it was clear for me that I wanted to make a choreography of one song, and I wanted something, some disco music or something funk, or even, early 70s or 80s. Because, well, this is the type, I like, and also, I love this type of music, but also this is like the type of music for the free stewards, very queenie stewards. So, they love also this song, I'm So Excited. But also thinking about that, I couldn't translate directly the Spanish title, Los Amantes Pasajeros, because in Spanish, passenger has a double meaning. Something, someone that is traveling, and something that
is fleeting.
So, here doesn't have the double acception, like in Italian or in French. So I was trying to look for something that fit well to the movie, and well, the title of the song is very eloquent, because also talking about the Spanish language, where it seems to me that every word has a double meaning. Excited, to be excited implies enthusiasm, but also means sexual arousal. So being excited means being horny. And this is the mood in which the character, at least in the second half, they are.
Well,
But the music is always very important in my
but the
movies.
lyric, you know, I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it, seems to
Yes,
fit
yes.
with.
They love it to lose control. To lose control.
In general, like, but music, you know, from the beginning, you know, why has music been so integral to sort of what
you know, the songs, the way that I use songs in my movie, this is not. I mean, this is not like no, it's like the musicals, in the good musicals. That I mean, the story keeps on during the song, and the songs talks always about the character. I mean, it's not something just to listen a beautiful song. I mean, it was something very active
right.
into the script. They fit perfectly well to the character that I write. Music is a wonderful element of narrations, right. And I always felt like that as a storyteller.
In the book, the Pedro Almódovar archives, you were quoted saying that you thought, you know, the movie that you've done that you were most satisfied with was Dark Habits.
Hombre, es una película. It's a movie that I like. I mean, this mix of religion, bolero, and mother girls. I mean, lost girls in a modern Madrid. This is, and also, how can I say, I mean, big and kids melodrama, type of melodrama. All these things are included in Dark Habits. But I mean, I didn't mean that it was my favorite movie, but also that I realized that it was a very important movie of my first decade. That after watching it I mean, I don't know, 20 years later, because I don't used to see my movies. This is always by chance that I'm in front of them in one TV or I have to see because I have to talk. Then I saw recently Entre Tinieblas, and I was very happy just to have made it, and felt, and I think that summarize very well the different elements of my movie. And you know, all that, and also, you know, this type of movies, Mexican movies that I remember, the period that they call Las Rumberas.
So they're somewhat musical. It's usually a kind of a fallen woman story, sort of very voluptuous women at the center of these stories, and you know, who are going to have some kind of fall from grace.
And very melodramatic, very melodramatic. So that's why I thought I said that I like it very much, but.